All the time she's been away from me. And I love her. Then she got so many months. She played me like a fool. I am more like the cereal with my best of feet. I think it's gonna work again. Says he went all the way, all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went home. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. Yes, he went all the way, all the way down. It's called Rock Bottom. You ever been there? It's a rest stop. Still got cookies and snacks and shit catered. Rock Bottom. You know Job? Job apparently was chosen by God to suffer. He lost everything. Lost his wife. Lost his kids. Lost his fucking house. His car. His job. Everything. You argue with somebody and they just don't fucking get it. Ever had that? It's every fucking day. Everybody wants somebody to tell them it's all gonna be alright. Guess what? See that? Owning a restaurant was something that I wanted to do. I'm a father who had owned a restaurant in the past, who also, would wind up kind of in the same similar situation or boat, that I'm in now, where doesn't look good. What I've learned over the last 10 years of owning and operating a restaurant is that it takes salt. Salt and time. Patience, things like that. Those are all ingredients, And where I've been down and out in the past, I just don't know what to do. Situation happened with POS provider Lavu, where missing money, and I located a report on December 31st, 1969, that had almost 400 transactions been zeroed out, all payment IDs there, and another 602 transactions on a ID number was assigned to a trainer in their company, who, August 2017, the company called me after 2 years of, issues. They tell me that they fired the guy. I never even met the guy, and they're calling me to tell me he fired him. The loss was tremendous. In the process of trying to find answers about the loss, I'd also discovered that there were members of staff who were stealing, things like that. So theft. Ultimately, if I say where I'm at right now, what would cause the downfall would be the tax office. IRS, mainly sales tax office for Parish of Rapides in Louisiana, wherein after I was divorced, after I was left by my wife, she left me. I was audited by everybody, and the only organization entity seemed to have a problem were, of course, the local organization. When the state level, we pass our audits and everything. We didn't have any issues. Where in the parish, went over everything with a fine-tooth comb. Even though I told them about the loss we suffered from unusual activity in the books, they didn't even look at the online record-keeping system that screwed us. And then, after my ex-wife, after my ex-wife was gone, that's when everything hit the fan. Audits, personal accounts are wrecked. She for some reason or another, just committed to treating me with silence, complete and total silence. I had no idea what the hell was going on. Except, she was lying about all that stuff. And, that was it. Today, currently, right now, at this moment, I have negative $2,195 in the bank. After my ex-wife was out the door, I would find out later from various people in the community that she had been running a pretty good smear campaign, her parents and everybody, and we suffered about a 40% loss. And coming off the back of having been completely and totally cleaned out, just couldn't recover from it. So I am going in, about to get fired up and work, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go down with the ship. Good captain goes down with this ship and try to document as much of it as possible. There wasn't really anybody that would step forward or whatever. In that time, I was having to cope with the emotions that I was experiencing, having been abandoned and left in complete and total silence by my spouse. And I knew, because of what people were telling me, that she was saying some pretty mean and rotten things. And so whenever you see a situation where that what's going on isn't right, and there's nothing that you can do because the situation is such that you have to rely on attorneys and litigation and stuff that you just can't afford. And you're fighting against a system that is intrinsically corrupt. I mean, it's Louisiana politics, and like her father is a tyrant. It's connected, and things like that. So I mean, we didn't stand much of a chance. And despite the reasoning behind, whatever, because I still don't know why she's gone, but all I know is that she's moving on with some guy in some other state, and that's a situation in and of itself. I don't understand why she wouldn't, at least stand up for something like that, where she says, like, hey, call her dad off or something. And I mean, like, the bottom line is simple. Whenever you... Yeah.
They sent me to do dirty work, 28 people.
Oh, really? How did that happen? Alright, well then I need Pete to let me know what I need, because I have to go back into town to buy shit. That's how it works. We went from having 16 on the books Friday night to almost 30. So, I gotta do it.
We're 28.
Yeah, I need to get all the cash that he has, because I gotta go buy shit.
He said that we're in 28 and he's cutting it off.
I need all the cash he has. There you go. This will bring us out of the hole. Now we're struggling out here. I'm gonna have to change bank accounts. Capital One's a bunch of fucking assholes. And between Capital One and Vantiv, their processing arm and fucking POS Lavu is why my business is goddamn ruined. Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna go down. What it is?
Shrimp, avo, steak, crab meat, and mayo.
Shrimp, avo, steak, crab meat, mayo.
Yeah.
Shrimp, avo,
Steak,
crab meat, steak, mayo. Alright. What about grouper and all that bullshit? I'll get it. Just tell them to text me. They got 10 minutes. I'll be... And that's how it goes. Now, I made a fucking decision that I built this restaurant with my father. And I'll be goddamned if I let these motherfuckers take it away from me. Now, I don't owe them any fucking money. And they're harassing the shit out of us. And I'll tell you why. Because those motherfuckers are connected. All this local bullshit in Louisiana politics, fine. We were audited by Louisiana Department of Revenue for sales tax at the top end of the chain. And guess what? They didn't find any discrepancies.
He said he can't do that. He's got all his credit card machine's down.
Why is the credit card machine down? Is the internet?
No internet.
I thought he fixed it.